Office will be officially responsible for the distribution of social grants. Well, earlier this week, Post Office CEO Mark Barnes said they'd already paid out social grants to beneficiaries to the value of 4.4 billion rand for the current payment cycle alone. But there have been a number of teething problems, it seems. Well, Mark Barnes is with us this morning to talk about the Post Office's readiness to take over the grant payments. Mark, good morning.
Good morning.
And thanks for coming in, despite what's been a trying week for you, I gather from what we heard. All right, so give us some idea the problems you experienced at places like Jabulani Mall in Soweto earlier this week. What happened?
Yeah, I think we made the decision that you need to be on the ground to understand the problems. You can't manage them remotely. So I went to Jabulani Mall. A number of our executives went all over the place. And as much as this is a systems-driven issue, as much as it's about distributing money, it's also about engaging with people and trying to understand on the ground what some of the issues are. And I arrived at Jabulani to find that 3 of our PIN points were down, but no one had yet phoned the central nervous system to put them up, which only took minutes once I'd called. And so we learned a lot of lessons from there, and we've made some immediate changes. The next morning I had a debriefing. We're sending people out to deal with people. Okay, so there are people wandering around. So if you live near a post office distribution point, don't come into work for the first 2 hours. Go and see if you can help. And so that's changed some of the way we think. We should have separate queues for older people. We should have more seating than one would have anticipated. But there's an education required, because the change going to post office from a previous cash point is that the post office is going to be there tomorrow as well, and every day. And so people should not feel the need to go and draw all of their money in cash and carry it around with them. That's not safe, and it's not wise. Okay. So, as people get used to the fact that the post office is there all the time, and you can draw your money, and you can have those withdrawals for free, which was another thing that was an impediment to people doing that, then I think the queues will change, the behavior will change. People will recognize that their money is loaded on the 31st of the month before, and they can take that and go and buy things at merchants or draw cash there.
Now, Mark, you speak of something that was very easy to solve. You said you got there, and it was something about the PIN pads and all that. So is there not a concern about the training of your staff then to possibly deal with that? Why did nobody know that that was easy to do?
Yeah, it wasn't so much that they don't know what to do, it was that they hadn't made the call in time. And so what we did, we've taken now and we've distributed a whole bunch of laptops and given people cell phones. We bought 755 cell phones. We took them out to the branches, put them there. This is a number. It's preloaded with the numbers of the people that you need to phone. A computer goes down, pick up the cell phone, push dial. There's someone at the nerve center that will reboot your system. Yeah. Whereas previously they were like, okay, well, who do we phone? And so, yeah, of course, we're also learning. That's why I went there. What are the practical issues? Forget about the integrated payment system that's in the host computer. And now, today, this month, in 5 days, we've done over 9 million transactions. Who would have thought that the post office would be doing that? We've paid out over 5 billion in cash through the national payment system and at our branches and at the various pay points. And we still think there's going to be behavior change, but we're very close to the point where we've got it.
So come the 1st of October, you can guarantee you won't see any of the problems that you saw already this week?
I won't say guarantee you'll never see a problem in a system. But I think we're on it. Let's go back to July. In July, we paid out 1 billion in 2.2 million transactions with lots of glitches. In August, we paid out 94% of all beneficiaries, 100% of all requests, and there were very few glitches. This month, we had some crowding issues. Yeah. And so we've solved them now. We've put systems in place to deal with them. It's a learning curve. It's only taken 3 months of practice. I'm absolutely sure that we're there.
Okay, well, I see you've sort of made some nice provisions here, sort of seating for the elderly. Yeah. That and that's I suppose many people will appreciate that. Also, instructing branches to remain open after normal office hours for how long?
So remember, we're the post office, man. People aren't used to. They aren't used to getting there at 7 o'clock and staying there till the last customer's gone. You know how it works. In the olden days, even the banks used to close at 3 o'clock. Have a nice day.
No such thing now.
Okay, no, that's over, man. You've got to be there till the last customer leaves.
Okay.
And so
the staff know that?
They absolutely know it. It's a requirement. Okay. And you've got it. Listen, we're in a business where we suddenly inherited 11 million clients. It's in one way a fantastic thing, because essentially our strategy has been to take essential budgets of state and spend them on upgrading the state infrastructure to create capacity and get away from dependency. This is what's happening.
Okay, yeah. And that is great. I mean, it's kudos to you, and let's see what happens. I mean, For people, Mark, who don't get the service that you say they will now, and you're not obviously going to be there at every point.
No, I'm going to be there a lot. Let me
Who
tell
do
you
they
that for the
complain
first 5 days of every month, which is the peak payment days, we're out there. We're going to be out there. Even the minister was out there at Alexandra on Monday. Okay.
But is there a complaint line, or who do they lay complaints with if this doesn't happen the way you say it's going to happen?
Well, I don't know the complaint line off the top of my
But
head,
there
but
is
yeah, but
Okay.
it's better than that. We're going to have people on the ground with cell phone contact to the nerve centre.
All the time. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll look and see how the process, and good luck for the 1st of October.
No, we'll be
Yeah.
there. Thank you.
Okay, so will we probably for the first
Okay,
day. See how you're going. All right.